Coach, we are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go. 26-yard line.
Down. 180. Hey, we're good. 180. Kill.
Carr now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Alexander. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
First down, Raiders.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Carr completes it, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now it's Crowell. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
First down, Raiders.
Down. 185.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Right down.
Watch.
Carr now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On second and 7, Carr. This is Crowell on the catch. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a third down. He's had great protection back there to throw, really been able to survey from the pocket.
That means the jersey stays clean, so the dry cleaning bill, that's reduced. It also means the trainer doesn't have to deal with him because he's not getting hit. Also means that he's able to find targets downfield at his leisure. That allows him to be really accurate.
On third down, Crowell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. The kick by Tavecchio is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Foles and the Jags come up now first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Foles completes it to Lee. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
55. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Foles. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Crowell. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Carl come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Crowell. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Carr. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. In for the score. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Foles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. This is Crowell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. He's going to look deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll run with Crowell. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just got to hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll toss it to Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
He was brought down by Carl Joseph.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Here's Foles into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 6-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they work this out past the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Carr now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Crowell. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff to Crowell. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. To throw on 3rd down, Carr. Well, that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Fournette. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's been a long day for you. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Hey, check 24, check 24. Check 3, check 3.
2nd and 4. The open man is Westbrook. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is going to be incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Tackles.
Looking to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That's good. Go as a loss of 1 on first down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Carr going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. This is Fournette. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Lee's got it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Watch the whip.
Now Minshew on first and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Greystone, travel. Go. 55.
On second down, here's Fournette. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long.
Ready. Chain two, sir. So don't say nothing. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Let's go.
Minshew throwing on third down. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. 48-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will knot us up at 10. So good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Carr now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10. Now Carr. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Down. 180. Watch both balls. Here we go again. He's coming. Double up, double up.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell.
Go, go. He's running.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. As his guys are in for 6, and the Raiders have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Minshew. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Lee. And the ball is knocked out. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Carr to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Vecchio to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Raiders 24, Jaguars 10.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Vecchio.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Go! 8-3.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Come on.
Minshew, 1st and 10. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
We got this.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Minshew completes it to Lee. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Set. Helova. Go. Bravo. 52. 5.
It'll be Minshew again. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Go.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Corral. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Right now. 54. Mike 54. Get that one.
Back to throw. Carr. And that is incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Hey, you got your first down. Get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And I tell you, this was